What's up, DJ nerds? And in this video, we're back at it again with another Avalanche blockchain video covering some of the amazing, mind-blowing metrics that's going to leave you wondering why you're underexposed. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and dive in and cover some of these mind-blowing stats, again, that will leave you wondering what the heck you've been doing this whole time. So with that said, let's just go ahead and dive into it. All right, so first things first, some of the metrics across the chain are absolutely mind-blowing. Like you can see here, 94 million transactions last week across all index L1s, 1.45 million active addresses last week, and 18.1 billion in trading volume in the last 30 days. Absolutely mind-blowing stats. We can come here and see some of these numbers have even increased since I posted that a few days ago. 105 million transactions last week, all index L1s. And if we scroll down here, you can see some of these mind-blowing charts, like unique addresses across L1s that have been exploding. It's almost reaching 50 million. And over here, you can see total transactions have been continuing to increase across all index L1s. These are up and to the right, exploding hockey-style charts, hockey puck or hockey stick style charts. Unique contracts deployed as well, exploding through the roof, which is a good sign of a healthy ecosystem. And you can go down the list here. You can see monthly gas usage up and to the right. That's great for the blockchain and the entire ecosystem. And as well as the RWA market up and to the right, type of activity reaching all-time highs a couple weeks ago, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down and only increase. Avalanche literally just announced today, as I was recording this video, of another fund called Grove launching their RWAs into Avalanche, around some number of $200 million inflowing into the Avalanche ecosystem. Now you can see here 195 million RWA value. I think the all-time high was like 197, which probably will be surpassed to all-time high numbers. So you can see here 7.6K RWA holders, and I think that's obviously going to increase as well, in my opinion. You can see 3.4 million stablecoin holders, 2.1 billion stablecoin market cap, which I think in the last bull run, it reached almost 10 billion. I think this number is going to hit that in this bull run and going to increase as well. So the RWA and stablecoin market is going to continue to heat up. It's one of the blockchains that makes perfect sense for stablecoins. You can see Ethereum, but obviously Avalanche is going to be one of the, I think, primary beneficiaries of stablecoins, of those $2 trillion coming in to the space, especially with the ERC20 standard, which allows for people to make their tokens private. And in business, in the private sector, that's going to be an absolute necessity to have some of these different services that maybe even the government or some of these businesses that they'll need that type of privacy on the blockchain. So moving on to Black Hole, which we've been talking a lot about on my channel, as well as the new DJ and Dad's podcast that you definitely want to subscribe to, but we'll get to that in just a minute. You can see here, total locked value here, or total value locked on Black Hole is $257 million. Very impressive for only being around more than just a couple of weeks. You can see fees, 601,000 fees, and in volume, $701 million. Now, a lot of this goes back into the ecosystem as in the form of emissions that you get to partake. If you're partaking in the ecosystem, you can earn some of those Black Hole tokens or black tokens, which is another video that we've covered previously. You can see some of the, this is back in, about a week ago I posted this, but it continues to dominate, and this is via RootScan. Cognet on Avax is producing more transactions than Hyperliquid. So is Pulsar, Dexaglot, and DeFi Kingdom. These are all layer ones on Avalanche that are literally dominating the charts. You can see base layer 2 is number 2, Arbitrum number 3. Cognet has more transactions per second. And again, this was last week, but I consistently do these style of posts on RootScan to show you guys that Avalanche layer ones are dominating the charts across the board. You can see down here, Hyperliquid is actually down to number 13. Growth is another layer one at 15, which is on Avalanche as well. So again, layer ones across the Avalanche ecosystem continuing showing signs of, enormous activity. So Another big thing that was announced was Play Off the Grid or Off the Grid, which is a game produced by Gunzilla, just launched on OpenSea in terms of their NFTs that you can basically migrate over there and you can sell them, especially if you're in the EU. USA users don't yet have that ability yet, but they did say that it could be coming within the coming weeks, which is going to be super exciting to see because USA liquidity is pretty massive. And I think we'll see a lot of activity over there on OpenSea. As of now, you can see a lot of activity and you can actually click on the activity tab and it will show you all the activity taking place, like ongoing all the time. You can see 11 minutes ago, people buying Pioneer stuff for 5,800 gun, and there's been 3.1 million gun total volume, and that's obviously going to continue to increase, especially the maturity of this game is going to increase. Assets are going to increase in terms of the amount of volume and number, and I think this is like the CSGO moment for Web3 gaming, and it is totally underexposed right now. There's still a lot of FUD in the air about like, what if this, what if that, KYC this, KYC that, which is totally understandable, but also this is a good sign of where people, like how early we are, because this could continue to grow, and I think this is a good opportunity. So with that said, Discord server for Off the Grid has been exploding, especially since they announced new skins and that you could earn via just grinding the game. It brought in a lot of new Steam users as well. They launched on Steam recently, and personally, I've been playing the game. This is one of the #1 games I play on a day in and day out basis in Web3 gaming. In my opinion, it's one of the funnest games, the most fun games, and one of the games that I could see going mainstream. We've seen mainstream users play or gamers play this game, like Dr. Disrespect, Ninja, Tim the Tatman, blah blah blah. List goes on. And yeah, so the server was absolutely popping. And yeah, with that said, I still think there's a lot of good opportunities on the table, some good beta plays. If you think you have missed the train on some of these things, I think Black's going to continue to do well. I think Cock's going to continue to do well. I think Ket's going to continue to do well. These are some of the culture type of coins on Avalanche. Cock has been pretty stable. Like those holders over there are battle tested, battle hardened veterans that have been here in the space. So I think that one is going to continue to take some ground. Now, with that said, you can see over here on my channel, I cover a lot of this stuff. I even was one of the first ones to cover the arena before it popped off and actually got like over 6,000 plus views over there on X. So you definitely want to follow me both on YouTube and X so you don't miss any type of update and notification as well. You want to make sure you click the noties, turn on subscription and all that good stuff. And again, follow me over on X. I'm also an Avalanche partner and T1 member as well. Shout out to Avalanche for sponsoring the content. And with that said, DJ Dad's podcast, we cover a lot of alpha. My buddy Chris also covers other blockchains as well. And we also talk a lot about the alpha in the Avalanche ecosystem. So you want to go ahead and follow that. We actually stream that. We're kind of over there on Kick right now, as that's one of the kind of homes right now for crypto, degens, and NFT people that love to stream over there. So we're going to definitely build that out. Now, we actually been around for a lot longer. Me and Chris have been covering the entire space since like 2021, especially in digital collectibles, but we've obviously covered a lot of other stuff like Avalanche and many other blockchains out there. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. We're going to continue to grow that out. It's a very fun stream, a very fun podcast. We're on like episode almost 50 right now from our previous older podcasts as well. So you definitely want to check all of that out. So with that said, that is your Avalanche update for the day and week. And yeah, that's all I got for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and you could share with a friend if you find this content interesting. Hit the like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. With that said, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.